That day, an unusual silence filled the set of The View. The lights came on, cameras rolled, and Tulsi Gabbard walked in confident, calm, and caring an energy that instantly changed the air. Joy Behar began the conversation with her familiar smile, that soft, practiced expression that hid a blade behind it. She did not realize that the woman sitting across from her was not just a politician, but a soldier. Joy started his usual game, throwing startled insult, old accusation, and half verse, distinguished as joke. But this time, those arrows did not hit their mark, because in front of her sat Tulsi Gabbard, composed, film, and ready. Tulsi looked straight into the camera, her voice calm but cutting through the air like steel. I am an American soldier. I joined the military after 9/11, not because it was career move, but because it was my duty. I have seen that war really looks like, not on TV screen, but in real time, standing beside men and women who never came home. The studio went still. Even the sound of the cameras seemed to fade away. Joy's fake smile froze mid-expression. Tulsi continues, when Hillary Clinton accused me of being some kind of foreign agent, I did not stay silent. I spoke out, because silence is never a weapon against lies. Her tone was not angry, but there was weight in every word. The weight of truth that only those who have lived it can carry. I spent 16 years in service. I went to the Middle East twice, and now, when I speak about peace, I am called a traitor. That's not just unfair. It is an insult to every soldier who ever served with honor. The audience was silent, absorbed in every word. Joe tried to steal the conversation back, but Tulsi was not backing down anymore. I did not enter politics for power. I came here to stop the abuse of power. I want to be the voice of those who are ignored, the people the media uses, then forgets. At that moment, Tulsi's tone was not political. It was personal. It was human. It was the voice of verity defending her truth. Joy gave a nervous laugh, trying to lighten the mood. But Tulsi's eyes stayed locked, came unwavering, piercing right through the noise. Then came the line that changed everything. These accusations are not just against me. They are an attack on every soldier who stood up for this country and then got questioned by very people they fought to protect. For a moment, the crowd did not move. Then a single clap echoed through the studio, and suddenly everyone was on their feet. That was not just an interview anymore. It was Tulsi Gabbard declaration, a moment that said she was done staying silent. Joy Behar leaned forward, her tone sharp, her smile tighter than before. She was not done yet. She wanted the last word, the kind of question designed to sting. Tulsi, she said, some people say your policies sound a little too close to Russian interests. So tell me, do you really speak for America? The room went silent. Every camera, every light, every heartbeat paused. Lucy did not answer immediately. She looked at Joy. Really? looked at her, then took a slow breath. When she finally spoke, her voice was calm, low, and unshakable. Joy, I have given the best years of my life through this country. I have seen my brothers and sisters in uniform die in deserts halfway across the world. I have carried the weight of their memory every single day. And today you are asking me if I speak for America? No one moved. The audience sat frozen because this was not politician talking. This was a soldier's soul speaking. If telling the truth makes me a traitor, she continued, if standing for peace means I am siding with the enemy, then fine, I shall wear that label proudly, because real patriotism is not about repeating what's popular. It's about having the courage to say what is right. The silence broke, a few gasps, then murmurs, then someone in the back started clapping. George cried to regain control of the segment, but Tulsi did not let her. This time, she took full command. People like you, Tulsi said firmly, sit here on television, pretending to be great keepers of patriotism, but the ones who have actually seen war, the ones who have buried their friends, those are the people you question, mock and silence. You do not want the truth, Joe. You want a version of it that keeps your sponsors happy. It was a direct hit. Joe's face went pale. The camera zoomed in the form every angle, trying to capture the Taliban, the moment when truth met power. I did not belong to any party, Tulsi said. I do not answer to lobbyists. And I certainly do not answer to anyone trying to twist the truth. I answer to my conscience and to the people who still believe this country deserves honesty. By the time she finished, the studio was dead silent again. Joy lowered her eyes. The other host looked at the one another, speechless, and then the sound of clapping began to rise, first from the few in the audience, then from everyone. The applause grew louder, stronger, and unstoppable, till she sat there, calm and composed. She had not shouted, she had not lost her temper, but she had said everything that needed to be said. Moments later, the clip exploded online. Tulsi, shirts down, the views started trending across Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. People wrote things like, this was not just an interview. This was reckoning. She spoke hook in a room built on performance. That's what Creed looks like. And Joy Behar, she could not escape that day. Even after the cameras stopped rolling, her own questions followed her, echoing louder than any applause, because Tulsi had not just responded, she had exposed something deeper. The performance, the agenda, the polished mask of daytime television, all of it stripped bare by truth. This was not about politics anymore. It was about integrity, about one woman refusing to be defined by lies. Tulsi Gabbard reminded everyone watching that day that real strength is not in shouting. It's in standing firm when the whole world wants you to be bent. And that's why, when she walked off that stage, she did not just leave the view, she left behind a moment of truth that millions would never forget.